Hospitals in Limpopo struggling to supply meals to patients and more bodies found in grounded Italian cruise ship. Good day to you. Public hospitals in Limpopo are battling to supply meals to patients. Relatives of patients at the Jane Furse hospital in Sekhukhune say nurses have advised them to bring food for their relatives. The problem is apparently a result of service providers not being paid. The Department of Health in the province has been put under administration. Some relatives had this to say.
I've been in the hospital, then you find that there's no food. They eat rice every day with Viennas. We bring them some food, which means we buy food 3 times a day, because it's from 11, then it's 2 o'clock, then it's 6 o'clock.
No, it's not food inside. I bring my sister. The situation is bad.
My child is admitted yesterday. The problem that I experienced there, the problem is food. There is no food.
The Limpopo Health Department has admitted that some government hospitals are experiencing food shortages. Spokesperson Joe Maila.
This is simply because of some of our suppliers are not able to meet the demand, and therefore we are doing everything that we can as the department to make sure that our patients are getting the food as required.
Former Cricket South Africa President Norman Arons has recommended that CSA CEO Gerald Majola be suspended pending the outcome of a ministerial committee of inquiry into the bonus scandal. Arons has told the Nicholson Commission that the role of the CEO must be restructured. Arons says if Majola isn't cleared by the commission, he must reapply for the position. He's criticised the board over the manner in which they handled the bonus saga. Majola stands accused of not declaring money he received from the International Cricket Council and the Indian Premier League. Former police dog handler Morne Krusa has been jailed for 23 years by the High Court in Pietermaritzburg for murdering his wife. He was convicted of the 2010 crime in which his wife was stabbed 14 times. The presiding judge says her daughters, aged 7 and 4, have been deprived of her life and expectations. Krusa claimed his hands and arms were cut while trying to fight off an intruder who stabbed him in the stomach and fatally stabbed his wife. The state contended that he stabbed himself. An alleged drug dealer has been arrested by the Durban Organised Crime Unit for the possession of heroin valued at more than 1 million rand. Police spokesperson Thulani Zwane says the unit, acting on information, conducted a raid.
The members proceeded to the flat where they recovered heroin powder to the weight of more than 1.1 kg. The members arrested a 38-year-old foreigner and he was charged for dealing in heroin. He appeared today in the magistrate court in Durban.
5 more bodies have been found inside the capsized Italian cruise ship Costa Concordia, bringing the official death toll to 11. Divers used controlled explosions to blast their way into the ship to search for 24 people still unaccounted for. The ship ran aground off the Italian coast on Friday. Italian MP Gracia Francescato says more legislation is needed to prevent further accidents.
The ship will not come so close to the coast. These big, gigantic ships do that in order to let tourists admire the coastline, but that can end in disaster. So laws are there, they're not enforced, control and monitoring are not strong enough, and we are going to push stricter rules in order to avoid another disaster like this.
A look now at the top story at 5 o'clock. Public hospitals in Limpopo are battling to supply meals to patients. Relatives of patients at the Jane Furse hospital say nurses have advised them to bring food for their relatives.